What is going on YouTube? My name is AK540 and in today's video we're going to be talking about something that a couple of people have asked me, and I just thought I'd let you all know the insights into my brain. Yes, this is all ad lib, there's no script, not that I usually write scripts anyway, so if I go off on tangents I do apologise. That's me. Anyway, so let me just get straight to brass tacks. A few of you, maybe 5, possibly 2 people have asked me, AK, why is it use the Barrett 50 cal? There are plenty of other better sniper rifles for you to use than the M82. Surely the M82 is extremely difficult to use, and you'll lose more gunfights than you'll win. And yeah, yes you do. You lose a lot. You lose a lot of really easy gunfights. The reason I like the M82 over, for instance, the Tundra or the Pellington isn't because the Tundra or the Pellington are too easy or anything. It's not like I think so much of myself that I have to use the most difficult weapon in order for me to, feel like I've achieved something. The reason I use the M82 over the Tundra and the Pellington is because the M82 is reactionary. What do I mean by that? What I mean is that whereas the Pellington, for instance, is very aggressive. You can push with it, you can rush with it, you can do things with the Pellington. Tundra is good doing, but the Pellington is a lot better. If you're really if your Kung Fu is strong with the Pellington, the Tundra is always going to feel slow. And if your Kung Fu is strong with the Tundra, then the M82 is going to feel like the Moolithic era. I think I just made that word up. But what I'm trying to get at is that depending on your play style, depending on how you like to move around the map, one gun is going to be better suited to a certain situation. So I do like the Tundra. I think I prefer the Tundra to the Pellington. I find the Pellington just slightly too easy to use. I know that's a bit reductive because it's still a sniper rifle, so if you shoot me with it, it's still going to be, I'm still going to enjoy the fact that you've taken the time out of your life to shoot me in the face, especially if you've got a scope on it. If you're not using a scope on a sniper rifle, then you should be exiled to the fires of hell, where you'll be flogged for all eternity by a man wearing a pig face mask. That got a bit weird. Anyway, so what I'm trying to pretty much put across to you is my playstyle is reactionary. I'm aggressive to a point, but I like to sort of get a feel for the battlefield. I like to get a feel for what's happening, the flow of the game, and in that respect, the M82 works. So again, you can't particularly extremely quickly or efficiently quickscope this gun. It's definitely not something you want to be using if you're trying to hit those really sick clips where you're killing 4 guys in a row, 2 of them were a collat, that sort of stuff. This is more for the people who like to take their time, like to learn the flow of the game, the flow of the map, like to learn how their opponents play, and allows them to react very quickly. I mean, it's not, as I said, it's nothing like the Pellington. It's reactionary, so you've got to know when to peek, you've got to know how to peek, you've got to know where to move, how to move, where the enemy's going to be. You've got to use your sound. You've got to use all of the tools and all of the sort of visual and audio cues that you have on the screen to make it work for you. And I have a bit of a drunken monkey style of play, so to speak. I'm not exactly the most accurate or the fastest in reaction time, but I like to sort of stick myself in situations where I have one shot, I need to get this shot off, and in those sorts of situations, that's the sort of playstyle that I have, and that's the sort of situation I like to stick myself in, and the Barrett really just appeals to that. Yes, as I said, there are better guns you can use and there are better situations for better alternatives, but it's just my playstyle really. But yeah, that's essentially my reasoning behind it. And I suppose earlier on I did say that I don't like the idea of just using a difficult gun because it takes more skill. I was fibbing just a little. I've always been the type of person that believes that if something is worth doing, it's not going to be easy. And for that in that regard, it's the same sort of thing for this gun. It's difficult to use. It's unforgiving. If you miss your shots, you're dead. You don't get a second chance. It's not like the Pellington where you can spam a couple of bullets across. And yeah, you could possibly just sit there while also still aiming and spam bullets at your target. But as a quickscoper, constantly aiming down my gun, spamming bullets, kind of makes me feel physically ill. So it needs to be a quickscope. So yeah, that's really my reasoning behind it. I won't really want to waffle on too much. You've already sat here and listened to me waffle on for 6 minutes. God help you. If you liked this video and found it informative in any way, shape or form, please hit that like button and also subscribe if you're new. We're almost at 1,000 subs. I don't really like going on about it because I don't want to sound like a shill, but I would really love 1,000 subs before the end of the year. I was hoping to get 1,000 subs before the end of last year, but we're already in February of 2021. It's ridiculous. But anyway, I'm waffling again. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Take it easy.